go.
Just make it up
Hey, yo,
as we
what
go.
Kidding, we don't do that. We're completely scripted. Don't worry. This takes hours. Please donate to us.
I'm going to start off this podcast by saying, how about them Maple Leafs?
We suck.
7-1 over the New Jersey Devils. No, guaranteed no one's going to give us our due. Everyone's going to somehow say that, well, Devils just suck. No one's ever going to say the Leafs are good, even though everyone likes to say when other teams blow out other teams that they're like the best teams in the league, we got to be scared of them in the playoffs. But Mark, because you watched the entire game, didn't I cut in and out? What were your thoughts on tonight's game?
Well, the Leafs only won because the other team didn't even show up. So.
Oh, true. Yeah.
Yeah, no. So yeah, to actually play hockey, there's got to be like 5 on one side and 5 on the other. Sometimes more, sometimes less, but you actually still have to like get on the ice.
Yeah.
So I think that's what he's getting at.
Just an overall perfect game. There wasn't any sloppy penalties. We just looked way faster than the Devils. Like,
and they're supposed to be a fast team.
Well, the thing that I found funny, I mean, I'll let you finish your point, Mark, was like everyone was saying on like the Devils are tired, and then even the announcers were like, they played 2 games in 24 hours. Like, yeah, the last one was against the Leafs.
It was the Leafs, yeah.
Like, what?
Yeah, but it's because other teams of other fan bases think we're good. It's only us that don't think we're good, right? So they probably expect more out of the Leafs on a back-to-back than them, right?
Yeah. Fair.
And what about Andreas Johnson?
So apparently, and someone corrected me on this on Twitter, he wants them to pronounce his name
really?
Andreas Johnson.
Okay, well, that's
really,
yeah. He wants people to have the North American. Gord Miller apparently said that after he said it like 3 straight times, and I was just like, bro, what? But
that was bothering me.
Yeah, but apparently he wants it to be the new. He doesn't even want it just to be said that way. He wants it to be on the back. The name change or something.
It's not like it's that weird, anyways.
Yeah, Johnson.
Yeah,
it
did he
is
just get a new
strange.
citizenship or something?
I don't know.
I could
But
see
Is he
that.
just going to change his name to Andrew Johnson?
Yeah, honestly, yeah.
Extremely North American.
Apparently, that wasn't a mistake.
Okay.
But it did bother me at first because like these guys have to know. Like he played on our team. You know, like 2 years.
Well, you
ago.
never know. Hey, time is a flat circle, buddy.
Yeah. Someone else brought up on Twitter in that conversation that because I want Joe Bowen back, and they were like, well, Joe Bowen supported the truckers protests, and I was like, we don't talk politics on the Leafs and Lads. We only talk Leafs and Lads. That's all we talk about. We're not even I know when you mentioned it there, but that's the most we're gonna say.
What would you do if Austin Matthews got into politics? That's scary.
Whatever. Do what you gotta do, man, but we're not gonna talk about it.
Well,
yeah. There's enough of that going on in the world. People tune into us, if you do, all 10 of you, to hear something about the best team in the world, the Toronto Maple Leafs. They don't.
You want to hear how awesome we are? Well, we're going to tell you.
And how bad they are, even though they aren't. We're going to also tell you.
Every other sports podcast that people started listening to it because they actually talked about the sport and what they wanted to listen to.
Yeah.
And then they're just like, it's like when you go see, like, you listen to like the Chainsmokers album and then go see them live.
Yeah,
right?
It's like what? Yeah, exactly. The DJ Snake, and he's playing Latin, making Latin music, and then you go to a set, and it's like in the pit, and there's mosh pits in the wall of death, and it's like
we wouldn't know though.
Yeah,
that's why the Rams won, because Chainsmokers played at halftime.
Oh, of course. Yeah. And yeah, props to, I forget your name, buddy, but you put comment on a recent video saying thanks for keeping it all Leafs and all hockey, and we are going to continue to do that because why bother talking about other stuff like that when we're not even experts in this one topic? So why talk about other topics that we're not experts
Oh yeah, we're idiots. I don't know if anyone's noticed, right?
Oh, definitely. So let's get back to the game. Din, what were your thoughts on what you saw of it?
Man, it's so nice to sit here and just pump up the fact that I knew the whole time Mitch Marner was always this good, right? And to sit here and be able to like look back and figure out how right I've been, it's incredible, man. I'm so happy for myself.
No one go back in time. Games. No one look at our
videos. Yeah. Oh, fucking definitely don't go back in time. You don't know where you're gonna end up. That's just scary shit right there. But also don't look back at our videos because I might be a liar.
Yeah. Ever since Marty came on and said how sick Mitch Marner was, he's just been extra sick. He what on a 6-game or 7-game goal streak now?
Seven,
Seven.
and it's like I said, I think it's probably 7 goals and I guess 9 assists in his last 7 games.
Yeah.
So
Unreal.
that's like actually that's pretty good. Oh, also looked up, he is 13th in points per game in the NHL right now.
Nice. And a lot of them have come on the power play recently, which we're also roasting.
Yeah,
but
we
to
love.
but to be fair, since he's come back, they
be fair.
have switched their power play system.
Yeah.
So at least now maybe they realize that like having Marner in that spot only wasn't an effective way to do a power play, and you have to be a little bit more fluid. So we weren't completely wrong on that. Something had to change, right? And they did it effectively because we're number 1, I think, in the league now.
Number
in
1
power play.
Yeah, we overtook Edmonton and they sucked last night. So
And
probably
how
still
about
overtook them.
our penalty kill? We
It's
get
been
more
amazing.
chances than the other
It's
team.
actually better than our
Yeah.
5-on-5.
yeah. Yeah, it's a
So
scary
either like just wear slashes in the side of the head or dish them out. Pick your poison. You're gonna score either way.
Put Nick Ritchie in there.
Yeah.
Oh
Just
my
spin him around
gosh.
3 times and just push him and see what happens.
Yeah. And how do we feel about the lines?
I think the Detroit Lions suck.
Yeah,
Sorry,
Matt
sorry.
Stafford would always have been better on a different team.
Schmitty, you watched the whole game. What do you got to say?
Yeah, I just remember earlier in the year, I'm like, just don't mess around with the lines, like build the chemistry, but I'm loving it. Like they're clicking with
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
anyone they play with
Trademark.
now. At first it was a little sloppy, but now it's like if someone goes down, someone else comes up and they're used to playing with them, and it's only going to help going forward. And
Mhm.
Yeah, maybe that's actually one of the reasons maybe Keith made Nylander go on the third line and stuff. Give everyone an opportunity, not to see if it fits, but to just but like to recognize that line if they have to get pushed back on it in another situation. So it's not like it's like, oh, we're trying to see if McCabe can play on the first line. It's like, no, just in case this happens, we don't want this to be, just unknown to them.
And Mikheyev looks better when he's playing with Conf and Kasha. It seems
He
like
does,
those
yeah.
guys just have something. Maybe it's the fact that none of them speak English too well. That they can connect through that. But it's just like when they're playing together, they are fast. They spend more time in the other team's zone. And for a third line who typically, especially like in home games, is going to be against a tougher competition, that is, if you can spend more time in their zone, that's amazing. And how many, they got 2 goals, I think, this game?
one.
One they scored last night too on that Severson botch.
Right. Yeah. And do we need any more indications that Damon Severson is probably not the guy that we want on our hockey team?
No, definitely not, especially after that cross check.
Yeah.
Survey says no.
Yeah, we can pretty much put that one to bed. Now, I was going to do a poor performers and good performers, but I saw, who is it
The
on Twitter?
boys.
Yeah. Yeah. I didn't notice anybody have a bad game. I did notice that the Tavares Nylander line was a little quiet, but they were still better than their competition. It just, they didn't make as much of a splash, but you can't call that a poor performance.
I think my favorite moment was the announcers going, I wonder how Tavares and Nylander feel watching everyone else score. I was like,
They said that?
yeah.
Oh,
They went,
Team's
they've
up
been a bit
6-0.
slow and everyone else is scoring. I wonder how that must affect them.
How do you think Nylander and Tavares are going to play when they're up 6-0?
yeah. Yeah, exactly. And
Yeah,
also
man.
they're going home to their $1 million condos or houses in downtown.
All they're
Toronto.
thinking about is the early vacation, right? I'll just
Yeah.
let the legs take the night off for the rest
Yeah.
of the night,
And I mean, understated. The Leafs are on a 5-game winning streak going into the All-Star break.
9-2-1 in their last 12.
When all people seem to be complaining about this team on a day-to-day basis.
They have had to come back in a lot of games, or they've lost in the worst way. So
2 points is 2 points.
I hate you so much.
At the end of the year, 2 points is 2 points. You win a 7-game series.
We don't
in
give a
4 games.
fuck. Yeah.
Also, we haven't mentioned how amazing of a comeback game that was for Campbell.
They had to start him. I don't know what did you guys talk about that on the pregame? Or
We talked about just like how it's not that he's giving up bad goals. He's just not making the saves that he was earlier in the year.
Yeah,
that's
but
the
like
main
him
difference.
playing tonight, because like
Well, we thought
I
it was
was-
going to be Mrazek. We said in the pregame that it was Mrazek because I forget someone said that Mrazek was going to play. So we lied
Yeah,
to
but-
you all, and we're sorry.
because that would have been so stupid because I don't think you could have made Campbell feel worse than he did the night before. So you're already at the bottom of the barrel. Maybe different for Jack Campbell because as we know, Jack Campbell might be a little on the emotional side,
Mhm.
but what much worse could have you played, right? So no matter what, that game would have been at least a bit better, hopefully. So it was kind of like a easy win there, right?
Yeah.
And
I could go to Vegas and play the penny slots because that's what Jack does.
he made some like highlight reel saves too, like the one where a guy was just wide open next to the net and the guy passed it to him and he did the cross net save. And,
flop.
oh my gosh, it was unreal.
Yeah.
And there was a couple of times where there was unmarked guys taking just free shots and stone cold. It's too bad that one went in. Just
Mhm.
I know, that hurts,
Hughes,
eh?
damn you.
32
Campbell
shots
doesn't care about that.
they had.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what a bounce back game. And I mean, Downtown and I were talking earlier today, like he still has an over 920 save percentage, even though he's had the worst
Oh.
save percentage in the past month. Like,
Yeah.
That's crazy.
he's gonna be okay. And like Peter Mrazek having it, that's what we were also talking about, is like the rumors kind of going into like, is he dealable,
No.
And yeah, exactly. You
No.
need him at least until the off season. That's
What,
my-
like we know he's an okay goalie. Like I wouldn't want to take a coin flip on anything less.
Exactly. And you'd have to have the next deal set in place before you even traded him, because you're not
Yeah.
walking the playoffs with Joseph Wall or Eric Colgren, which,
Hey,
by the way, I want to remind
nothing.
everyone that we will be having Marley's beat writer, Nick Barden, on the podcast this Friday, and we are going to be getting lots of Marley's questions. So in the comments, please leave your Marley's questions that you want us to ask Nick, and really anything. Like we want to be talking about Rich Klum. We want to be talking about Gogoliev. Is he ever going to be anything? As Downtown was praising, I called him out on it today. I said, you were praising this guy so much.
Yep.
And he has like 5 points this year. Does Josh Hosang look better than his point totals suggest? Anything that you guys want to know, is Eric Colgren a guy possibly in the future? Please just let us know, and we will ask every single question you ask you, because it's probably going to be better than ours anyways. So
we ask terrible questions.
Yeah.
We need you guys to host this, please. God,
Yeah.
take my job. Oh, I don't get paid. Never mind.
yeah, soon, brother.
Yeah.
Is there anything else that you guys want to add to this post game before we head into All-Star break?
No, this team fucks.
Yeah.
Nice.
Wayne Simmons
Okay.
got a point.
Yeah,
So I was happy there.
and
You
I
must-
will give you some credit, Din. You said that Pierre Engvall was scored twice, and he
Dude.
scored 2 goals in
In
two
two
games.
That
Dude,
counts.
he's got
It's against the
he's got
same
like,
team.
Dude, he's
Yeah.
got like 18 points in 37 games or some shit. Like he's like at almost like a 40 point pace.
Yep, and
Stone cold killer. Try and take him out of the lineup. I dare you. Wrap your neck around you and get done.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting if we do get another forward that can slot into the top 6. Who do you take out at that point, Pierre Engvall or Simmons? Because either way, that's a tough call, because I would want to say Simmons, but you
It's
also
pretty
don't want to say
easy,
Simmons,
actually.
but you don't want to say Simmons,
It's so
Yeah.
easy.
But we'll cross that bridge when we get there.
Especially after the
Bye, buddy.
picture I
Hope you
sent
find your
in.
dad.
After
God.
what?
The
After what?
picture I sent in.
Oh, you
on
just sent me a
Snapchat.
nude again. You gotta stop.
It basically is, yeah. Of
All right.
Wayne.
That's it for
All
us. We will see
Peace,
you
love,
guys
road
all
hockey.
on Friday. And like I said, leave your questions in the comments about the Marlies. We're also going to try to possibly have an ECHL Growlers beat writer on the show to realize if is there any Pierre Engvalls there right now? Is there anyone that we can start hoping that they might be on the Leafs in a couple of years and then we can sign for a $1.25 million contract?
We
So-
need Numerensen.
Yeah.
Can you give him a? Can you give him us?
And Downtown actually brought up an interesting thing about the ECHL, the Newfoundland Growlers, is apparently 16 of their players had COVID. So they just brought up a bunch of junior B players to play.
Dude,
So
that's
I
a-
want to know how they did in that game.
There's fucking. Oh my god.
13 fights.
I hope it's. Yeah. I just hope it was fighters.
Yeah. Awesome. Okay, that's it for us. Peace out, everyone.
Cheers.